It's funny how some days remind you just how quickly the world can change. I remember waking up on May 29, 2025, thinking I had everything figured out. I filmed a video that morning about tariffs, and at the time, the big news was that an international trade court had ruled against the Trump administration's tariff policies. It felt like a massive turning point. Importers were celebrating, sellers were optimistic, and I was telling everyone this might be their chance to stock up on inventory without those extra cost. For those who are new here, my name is Sami and I run an Amazon brand management agency called Labels Growth. My team and I help sellers with A to Z services, everything from listing optimization and PPC to product launches. And back then, this tariff roller coaster was a huge deal for the sellers I work with. So that morning, the message seemed clear. Tariffs were out, the code had said the administration policies were illegal, and I thought, okay, this is going to take months of appeals to sort out. I even said it in my video. Months was the word I used, and honestly, I couldn't have been more wrong. Because just a few hours later, the Trump administration filed an appeal, and unlike what I had predicted, the appeal code didn't drag it out. They moved lightning fast within hours, literally the same day. They reversed the decision and said tariffs were back on under the emergency powers law. Suddenly, we were right back where we had started. Looking back, it was almost comical how quickly things flipped. In the morning, everyone was cheering. By the afternoon, importers were frustrated again, and it really taught me something. When it comes to international trade, you can't take one headline and build your entire strategy around it. So, what did this mean for sellers back then? Essentially, tariffs stayed in place. We were back on the same 90-day review cycle with no certainty about what could come next. Importers still had to pay up, and businesses had to adopt. My advice at the time was pretty simple. Don't wait on hope. Place your inventory orders, secure what you need, and protect yourself. Because if you waited for the system to change, you risk paying even more later. I remember a lot of sellers asking me whether it was worth holding off, thinking tariffs might get lifted again. But here's the thing, even if they did get rolled back, it never hurt to have inventory ready. Running out of stock on Amazon cost way more in the long run than paying a tariff. And if tariffs stuck around, you were ahead of the curve by ordering early. Some categories were hit much harder than others: electronics, textiles, certain consumer goods. Sellers in those niches really felt the pressure. Others had lighter impacts but still had to adjust margins and pricing strategies across the board. If it was clear that flexibility was the name of the game. Now, looking back at it, the biggest takeaway wasn't just about tariffs. It was about how unpredictable policy changes can be and how important it is to stay adaptable as a business owner. If you were reactive instead of proactive, you probably lost time, money, or both. And that's exactly why I emphasize planning and long term thinking with my clients at Labels Growth. News headlines will always swing back and forth, but if you build your strategy around flexibility, you're always ready no matter what direction things go. If you're in the Amazon space and you want to help navigating these kinds of challenges, whether it's with PPC, listing optimization, or complete A to Z account management, that's what we do at Labels Growth.